Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to be here today to talk about how great leaders turn disruption into opportunity and uncertainty into lasting transformation. On this first slide, you'll see the title, How Great Leaders Turn Disruption into Opportunity and Uncertainty into Lasting Transformation. We'll explore the vital role of leadership in navigating change, and I'll share insights on how effective leaders can turn challenges into strategic advantages. So, let's dive in and discover what makes leadership truly powerful in times of change. Effective leadership is really about bringing people, vision, and culture together in harmony. When these elements are aligned, change doesn't just happen, it takes root and endures over time. It's important to see leaders as the bridge that connects the strategic vision to practical, actionable steps. They're the ones who turn high-level ideas into concrete actions, making sure everyone understands their role in the bigger picture. At the same time, effective leaders help transform resistance into resilience. Change can be challenging, but strong leadership fosters the confidence needed to overcome obstacles and keep moving forward. When strategy meets action, that's where real progress happens. And here's a crucial point. Poor leadership and ineffective communication are actually the top reasons why many transformation efforts fail across industries. It's startling to realize that around 70% of change initiatives don't succeed, often because of a lack of clear guidance and engagement from leadership. So this really highlights why leadership is a make-or-break factor in change efforts. It's not just about setting a vision, it's about guiding people through the journey, ensuring the change sticks, and making sure everyone is aligned at every level. That's the power of effective leadership in driving sustainable change. Great leaders have a unique ability to cut through the noise and focus on what truly matters. They build confidence within their teams and generate momentum, especially when things are uncertain. Leadership, at its core, is about creating clarity and trust, guiding others through ambiguity with a steady hand. Without that guidance, efforts tend to fragment and progress stalls. Change is constant. Market shifts, emerging technologies, and evolving customer demands are always pushing organizations to adapt. But here's the key. Adaptation alone isn't enough. Simply reacting to change isn't sustainable. Because at the end of the day, change is inevitable, but success is not. That's the challenge we face. How do we lead effectively through uncertainty? How do we ensure that our teams stay focused, confident, and moving forward? That's what great leadership is all about. Today, I want to walk you through Kotter's proven model for leading organizational change. This framework provides a clear, structured path that guides leaders from recognizing the need for change all the way to embedding that change deeply into the organization. It starts with creating a sense of urgency, getting everyone on board and aware of why change is necessary. Once that urgency is established, we move to forming a guiding coalition, assembling committed leaders who can champion the effort and build a coalition of support. Next, we need to develop a clear, communicable vision. This is about crafting a compelling picture of the future that everyone can understand and rally around. With that vision in place, we inspire action and passion, motivating teams to move forward with confidence and enthusiasm. As progress begins, it's crucial to enable swift, confident steps, removing barriers that might slow us down. This could involve addressing resistance or streamlining processes. Throughout this process, we keep everyone aligned and moving in the same direction. Ultimately, the goal is to create a leadership roadmap for change, one that ensures the transformation becomes embedded in the organization's culture, not just a temporary effort. This framework is essential because it provides a structured approach, making complex change manageable and sustainable. It connects all the stages, from initial urgency to lasting transformation, helping leaders lead effectively through even the most challenging changes. Now let's talk about embedding changed ways of working into our culture, processes, and systems. The goal here is to replace old habits permanently, ensuring that new behaviors stick and become part of our everyday operations. It's not just about quick wins, it's about creating a lasting transformation. Next, we need to institutionalize these new behaviors. That means making them a core part of how we operate, so they become the norm rather than the exception. Maintaining relentless forward momentum is crucial. Complacency is the enemy of lasting change. We have to keep pushing, keep evolving, and stay focused on continuous improvement. Recognizing early progress is also vital. When we celebrate those short-term wins, it builds energy, credibility, and belief across the organization that this transformation is not only possible but achievable. These small victories fuel the momentum for larger changes. Engagement is key at all levels. We want employees from every part of the organization to champion and drive this large-scale change from within. That's where true transformation happens, when everyone feels involved and motivated. Finally, we need to rally a volunteer army, enlisting, empowering, and inspiring people to take ownership of the change. When individuals feel empowered, they become ambassadors for change, and together, we can sustain our momentum and embed these new ways of working deeply into our organization. Let's talk about the vital roles in driving successful change. First, sponsors play a crucial part by providing authority, funding, and visible commitment. Their support sends a strong message that the change is a priority. Next, change agents are the ones who translate strategy into everyday actions. They make sure that the big picture actually becomes part of daily work. Employees are the ultimate measure of success. After all, no matter how well plans are laid out, if employees aren't engaged or adapting, the change won't stick. It's also important to understand that successful change isn't just a top-down effort. It requires coordinated leadership across all levels of the organization. Everyone needs to be aligned and working together. This brings us to the concept of a three-tier leadership system. It's about having leaders at different levels actively involved. Each tier plays a critical role in ensuring the change effort is sustained and effective. So, in summary, leadership at every level, from sponsors to frontline managers, is essential for the success of any change initiative. Clear, compassionate communication is essential for guiding teams through transitions and maintaining trust, especially when pressure is high. When we lead with empathy, we build stronger commitment by acknowledging uncertainties rather than ignoring them. It's about helping people move through challenges, not around them. Addressing fears head-on is crucial. It shows that we understand and respect their concerns. Emotional intelligence under pressure becomes even more important. Being aware of our own feelings and those of others helps us respond thoughtfully. Active listening and conflict resolution are key skills. They help us understand different perspectives and find constructive solutions. Flexibility is vital too, but it must be balanced with maintaining our core direction. Transparent, two-way communication fosters trust and keeps everyone aligned. Most importantly, adaptive leadership involves leaning into discomfort. Change rarely happens smoothly, so we need to challenge comfort zones, surface difficult conversations, and manage conflicts in a constructive way. By doing this, we navigate complexity and resistance more effectively, ensuring that our teams stay resilient and focused on shared goals. This approach is at the heart of leadership in practice, especially during times of uncertainty. When we acknowledge new behaviors, we're doing more than just recognizing change, we're embedding it into our culture. This approach helps motivate everyone to continue adopting these new ways of working. Recognizing and reinforcing positive behaviors creates a cycle that supports lasting change. Equipping people with the right skills and confidence is essential. When team members feel capable and supported, they're more likely to succeed in their new roles or processes. Providing ongoing training and support ensures that change isn't just a one-time event, but a sustained effort. Change initiatives that align closely with our core organizational purpose tend to gain more commitment from employees. When people see how these changes connect to what we stand for, they're more motivated to get on board and see the bigger picture. Clear and consistent communication about why the change matters and how it will happen is crucial. When we communicate transparently, we build trust and reduce uncertainty. People need to understand the why and the how, and knowing that helps them feel more secure and engaged during the transition. So, in summary, effective leadership during change involves recognizing behaviors, providing the right training and support, aligning initiatives with our core purpose, and communicating openly. These strategies help us manage change more successfully and build a stronger, more adaptable organization. Leaders who visibly model change play a crucial role in shaping organizational culture. When leaders demonstrate a commitment to change, they inspire teams to innovate more quickly and adapt with greater agility. This sets the stage for successful transformation efforts. Now, looking at the data on digital outperformance, we see that visionary CEOs leading digital transformations can outpace their peers by over 30% in value creation. That's a significant difference, highlighting how effective leadership directly impacts business results. Furthermore, companies with strong change leadership don't just perform slightly better, they achieve outcomes that are 6 times better than organizations lacking such leadership. This shows that investing in leadership development is essential for success. And the most compelling point is that the quality of leadership is the single greatest predictor of whether a change initiative succeeds. Organizations that prioritize leadership excellence tend to outperform across every metric, proving that leadership truly drives transformation. In essence, real-world evidence confirms that leadership is at the heart of successful change. When leaders actively drive and model transformation, they not only inspire their teams, but also generate measurable, impactful results. Your leadership has the power to do more than just make change possible. It can make it powerful, lasting, and truly transformational. When we think about your legacy, it's about creating resilient and agile organizations that can adapt and thrive in any environment. And that starts with investing in leadership development at every level, from the top to the front lines. Remember, leadership isn't just about managing today's challenges. It's about transforming those challenges into opportunities for growth, innovation, and gaining a competitive advantage. That's the true power of leadership, turning change into a catalyst for progress. So, as we look to lead change and shape the future, keep in mind that your influence can be the spark that drives meaningful and lasting impact. It's about more than just navigating change. It's about leading it and inspiring others to do the same.